Hello. So somebody has asked if we can do a video where I talk about all of my patterns or all of my charts and everything that's available, and do it in one video, because previously we've done it but they've all been on separate different videos. So I'm just going to start with the bluebird, which everyone's probably seen. It's our biggest selling chart. So I'm knitting another one with gorgeous yarns at the moment. So these are Caroline's hand-dyed yarns, but this was the original thing that I started. The ball started rolling for me. Well, I knitted this for me, which is called Swallow's Vest. So I knitted this for me during lockdown, and that's when I started making patterns. Well, it wasn't, because the first pattern that I did was the pattern for this. So I knitted this for Dozza. How old's Dozza now, Jo?
4.
Dozza's 4. And that is a baby blanket that I knitted for her, but the one that I'm currently knitting, I'm knitting to throw over the sofa like this. So this is the paper pattern. So this was the first one I issued, and I suppose it was been 2021 or 22 that I started with that first pattern. So that's available in our Etsy shop. So that's number one. So do you want me to talk about, I'll talk about this.
Yeah.
So then people asked for this, and it's not like I sell lots of patterns. I actually said to somebody last week, they said, oh, if you could do the pattern in lots of different sizes, then lots of people would buy it and you make loads of money. And I'm like, well, I haven't got time to do that because I am a bit busy. But I do have that chart.
But people have to work the sizings.
People have to work it out for themselves, and I've got videos on YouTube about that, how to do that, how you could turn that into something for you. So it's an XL men's, but you could take, for instance, the easiest way to if you wanted to reduce it down in size would be to take off, say, those 10 stitches there and those 10 stitches there, and you still have the arm curve. So that's, you know, that's you, but you know, you're gonna have to
Can you get a
try.
book about doing patterns and work it out?
There are books. Yeah, I've got books, but
It's not what you do. You don't do.
I don't do it because I size things to the body as I go
No,
along.
you're more about the
I
design
hold it up.
than-
I really am interested. That's why I knit lots of square things. That's why I knit sort of blankets.
Oh, this is the cat.
So I'm interested in surface pattern design, really. So anyway, let's talk about the cat. So I did the cat for, can't even remember now. Is it here?
Yes.
Here it is. Now, some people have knitted this, and there's some beautiful ones out there. I mean, this is quite dark on dark, but you could go lighter.
Use different colours.
Yeah, you can use different colours. So it's a tabby cat, and he's lovely.
That's on it.
And that is, yeah, so the paper patterns on Etsy. Is it available on Ravelry? Don't know about that one. I think it might be available on Ravelry. Yeah, it should be. We haven't got the big blanket that I knitted for
No,
Doris, which is called
Vera, sorry.
Vera, which is called
Remembrance.
Remembrance.
Because she's got it. But it's like it's a bit like...
It is like
flowers.
this. So this is a single flower that we did, but obviously it's huge. This is a massive project if you want to do this one. This
like
is
a
called
double
Remembrance. It is huge, and that's going to take me, I think it took me a year to knit, but there are smaller versions for people that want to practice. So these are my squares. That single flower square,
actually sold out of the single flower squares.
we've sold out of that on
Etsy.
Etsy. It must be available on Ravelry? Don't know. Anyway, so these squares, we've got a few of them. So there's a single flower.
The multi-flower.
The multi-flower, that's this one.
That's still available.
That's available on Etsy as a pattern. You got the pattern there?
They're all rolled up.
They've rolled themselves inside each other. That's what they've done. There it is. So the multi-flowers one there, and you can see you've got the instructions on the bottom with that one. With the cat and the bluebird, you get instructions that I print out on my A4 printer at home. So they're very basic printed instructions you get with those. But the squares, they come with the instructions written on the bottom. And another square that we did is pups.
Yeah.
Again, so that's another square. And I've got it. There he is. So that's how that knits up. Obviously, you pick your own colours. So all of my knits, they're all really simple because they are a background colour, like blue, and a foreground colour, cream. Or you can get a batch of background colours together, so you can make a big pile of background colours like I did with this. So colours that will work nicely together, a big batch of foreground colours, and then you just work from those randomly. I really like random. I try to do everything as randomly as possible. So the bunny. Now, I never knitted this myself. This is a bunny baby blanket. Other people have knitted it, but I never knitted it because I knitted, where's Atlas's? I knitted Atlas's blanket and so I knitted Atlas's blanket.
It's actually a wall hanging. They asked for
That's
it.
what they asked for, yes. They
So
wanted it.
that's
They
what's
wanted it to hang on the wall in his bedroom. So I knitted that, and then people were asking for the pattern. So I produced something more manageable. So this is more manageable. So this is kind of more the size. So it's a hair blanket. But I am knitting this blanket as, so it's one of my current whips at the moment. So the second, so that I hope to finish this soon, so I can finish this because I want to wear this. So this is my hair vest. Oh, and I haven't knitted it for a while because I've been on that. It's all very tangled.
Kittens, you know.
So it's not finished, but it's not far off, you know. So this is my hair vest.
Lovely colours.
So I think so far I've used about 60 colours in it. Sorry, I'm trying to get it to flatten out. So I've knitted about 60 colours in that so far, I think. So that's just using this chart. Can I just show people, Joe, because you're doing something else? I just want to show people. That's using this chart, but on that vest pattern. So I've drawn this outline onto there, and I'm working from that. So I'm using both this vest and that hair blanket pattern to make this. And I just show people the fair on the back. So I'm just carrying the colours around from the front. So the same colours when I get to there, I'm just using those for farewell. And the farewell I'm just making up as I'm going along. Right, what else you want to talk about, Joey? What you got there? Oh, that's Mrs. Smith's shawl.
Yeah.
Yes, which is somewhere. Which is
behind you.
But I never even blocked it or anything. I need to block it really. But I mean, this is Mrs. Smith's shawl.
You can go as long as you want, can't you? Keep going.
Yeah, can I just say that this one, when we so a lot of our patterns now we print them on thin paper deliberately
so we can fold
so that they can go as a letter with a stamp on. But when we were doing originally, when we were doing patterns like this, they were on really thick card and they've got to go in the tube. Well, we could fold that up, but it would probably be a large letter, but we could fold it up if people wanted to save on the postage. But at the moment, they work out quite expensive because they've got to go in the tube, whereas they work out relatively cheaply.
Really
Can we talk about, yeah, this one's really thick. So
it's
this,
a lovely pattern.
This is Death's Head Moths pattern. It's the Gothic one. So that is, I'd like to see somebody, people have done this, but I haven't seen, I'd like to see it in orange and reds on a black background. That would be nice. Ariadne's blanket. Death's Head Moths. Again, it's on card, so it goes in a tube. So it works out a little bit more expensive than the lightweight ones. This is Arthur's blanket, which is called
Labour of love.
Labour of love blanket, because when I started knitting this was the first blanket that I knitted. So Arthur's 10, so I was knitting this 10 years ago. And it's got the alphabet there, so you can put the name of the person that you love in the banner. And let me just show you how that comes out. It's actually got a moth hole in, I've noticed.
Oh.
Yeah, so I can repair it. So that is Arthur's blanket. So this was my first baby blanket for my first grandchild. And as you can see, his name's written in there. So that's that one. I've done that one. Oh, down to the last one.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown. So Charlie Brown is something that people that want to learn, and there's videos out on YouTube for Charlie Brown. So the instructions are there, and there's videos on how to do it on YouTube. It was designed for people that wanted to not have to worry about doing something as complex as this. You know, so it's a nice easy thing to remember. So you're knitting like 3 grey, 4 orange, 3 grey, 4 orange, 3 grey, 4 orange, that type of thing. Anyway, it's easy to.
It's a scarf, isn't it?
It's a scarf, and also it's got a nice big steek along the edge there. So for people that are learning to steek, so I actually deliberately made this as like a learning pattern. So that's it. Oh no, you got this. What's this?
So we've actually sold out of the pattern for.
Oh, we got 2.
St Albans scarf.
So this we called the St Albans scarf, and then subsequently
with Caroline.
With Caroline at Gorgeous Yarns, we did another pattern, which it's the same pattern, but it just it's different colourway. It uses Caroline's hand dyed yarns, and it's called the St Ives scarf.
And that's available from.
Caroline. Is this pattern available? No, sold out.
The other colour.
It's
the other colourway.
They've sold out. So if you want to make these, this is my starter. If you want to get into Fair, because it's only got 9 rows of Fair in the whole thing, and it knits really quickly because you start on the long end and then it gets shorter and shorter as you go, so you feel like you're getting places with it. That is only available from Caroline on the Gorgeous Yarns website, but we'll put the links to that as well. And whilst we're talking about that, can I talk about what we intend to do in future?
Yeah.
So quickly. So at the moment we do sell these sorts of paper charts, and we do that because that's what I wanted to do when we started. But I think long term, Etsy's a bit more difficult and a bit more expensive, etc. So our plan is that all of our patterns will go over to Caroline, and you'll be able to buy them with Caroline's yarns. But for now, if you want these paper patterns, they're only on it. They're on Etsy. I mean, lots of them are digital downloads on Ravelry. But what I'm saying, in future, if you just want to buy the paper pattern, you won't be able to. So a lot of people got these in their basket on Etsy. So yeah, buy them now if you want, because once they're gone, they're gone. We won't be ordering any more of those. Anything else, Joey?
No, hopefully that's
answered the question. I think there's more. I think there's more patterns than this. I think there's more patterns than this.
But
we'll add to this. Okay. Shall I say bye? Bye for me. Bye for Mo. Bye.